Oh yeah, I'm out here with little baby Groot's brother, on the Sherman Links. Oh my gosh. I forgot what it was like to be out of the city. Suffering from heat stroke like every day this summer, like for the last 4 months. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. You know, we were supposed to be talking about me and little baby Groot manifesting heaven on earth. So anyway, this thing brings me heaven on earth. It makes me feel like I'm flying. It makes me feel alive. It helped me, because I can't run and walk like I used to after the Amazon factory injury. So this thing right here, it just gets me going. So what we're probably gonna do is we're probably gonna put little baby Groot in there. Yeah, let's try it. Yeehaw! Little baby Groot, what it do, homie? What it do? All right. Yes, this is really living. All right, so I loved my Shermanelle. I absolutely loved it, but I was hard on some cash, so I traded this Lynx. I traded the Shermanelle back to the guy that sold me the Shermanelle for the Lynx, and yeah, I'm pretty happy. I really want a Shermanelle to come out with an S motor instead of 3,800 watts, 4,000 watts. 4,000 watts. Somebody put a Sherman, many people have put Sherman S motors, Lynx S motors. Yes, they have put Lynx S motors inside of Shermanelles. And so I really hope they come up with a real special edition Shermanelle. Now they do offer the Shermanelle in a special edition. It comes with like upgraded shocks and pedals, but they should just be having that stock. Seriously. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hop off of here for a second, and we'll stay on. I am just holding my camera with my hand, so I'm not going super fast. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Oh. Yeehaw. Oh my goodness. So what's the difference between the Sherman Lynx and the Shermanelle? Well, the Shermanelle, I got about 59 miles on the Lynx, going about 20 to 30 miles an hour. On the Shermanelle, I probably would have got about 100, I'm guessing. The Lynx is a lot easier to turn, and it accelerates very fast. So I really like that. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is when I wish that $6,000 that I paid to go to the outdoor survival school that actually taught me everything that I needed to know. Again, they were just all about the capital, and ain't nobody at the top of that school actually living outside. Because if they were, they wouldn't have had to charge all of us $6,000. So even if they have really good marketing and sales, question everything. There is a guy that was on Dual Survival, that he actually teaches you how to survive. It's a 4-day thing. You run like 20 miles a day, and you fish and hunt all your food. With like a pack that only weighs 40 pounds. I'm thinking that I could fit 30 pounds on top of this, and then 30 pounds on my back, 40 pounds on my back. That would give me a solar panel and a small charger that I could just hunt and fish every day. Hunting and fishing and loving every day. That's what it's like to be a real human these days. I don't even feel like a human. When I'm up here, I feel like a human. This is what our ancestors saw. Oh yeah. And I could be butt naked out here. Nobody can tell me that I can't be a naturalist, a naturist, or a nudist. Because ain't nobody can get offended if they don't see me. You know what I'm saying? And then I can develop my full testosterone naturally without having to listen to doctors that are scam artists that saying, oh, you're gonna need to start injecting testosterone now around 40, or you might be low enough, you might need to start injecting testosterone around age 30. Not if I'm not getting burned by the sun and grounding barefoot. You don't burn by the sun if you're hydrated and you're barefoot. And the fourth molecular hydration of water only happens when you're barefoot and you have direct sun contact, because the electricity from the sun operates in your body perfectly when you're grounded, and that's what allows the cells and the water to structure itself to actually absorb into the cells. You become a full conduit of nature. We are nature, but we've severed ourselves from nature. Putting shoes on your kids is absolute child abuse. I hate to say it, I'm not trying to offend anybody. We were abused ourselves. So, I mean, monkey see, monkey do. And we're just a bunch of monkeys. I mean, after we found out that there's 500 barefoot shoe companies, unfortunately there's only like 50 of them that are actually electromagnetically conductive to the ground. Yeah, we've just severed. It said in the Bible, and I'm not religious because I believe that I don't believe everything in the Bible, but it does have some truth. It says honor mother and father. Well, how many generations ago did we stop honoring mother and father, who remembered their connection with Mother Nature, Father Nature? We don't want to put genders on it. It's all because we're all just casting spells into the universe, and that's creating reality. Woo! It is beautiful up here, let me tell you. Wow. I am Groot. Yeah, you see Groot? Groot's a little baby and he doesn't fucking wear clothes, and neither do naturalists, naturists, or nudists. Because it's non-sexualized nudity. That's how our ancestors were for millions of years. You know? After we lost our fur. And I'm just talking about the white people that were white because they were in the snow regions. Those were the people that had fur. The other people probably never had fur. Which are all our people, because we're all the human race. Human is sexist. His story is also sexist. And because I live in a sexist society is why the government human trafficked me from my mother, and I got beat, raped, and drugged in institutions by pharmaceutical drugs, chemically lobotomized. That's what they do to people's kids. You know? They'll force you on your kids and say you're not taking... Oh, look, it was a little dust tornado. Hopefully I got that on camera. But yeah, that's the world we live in, where boys are chemically lobotomized. and forced onto amphetamines and tranquilizers. But yet somehow the law is locking people in cages for something that they're not making profit off of. Strange. But sitting our kids in chairs for 8 hours for 12 years, that's certified child abuse. And there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's true. And I refuse to procreate with a woman who cannot have her tits out in public like a man, because that's why these women are getting breast cancer or are not developing proper levels of breast milk, and that's where all of our illnesses are coming from, with the issues with our teeth. You see billboards everywhere about how I'll get new teeth. Well, if you're not getting enough human growth hormone as a baby from your breast milk, your whole jaw it's gonna look all shallow, and then your teeth aren't gonna grow in properly. It's all facts. It's all facts. Drinking milk out of a bottle is what causes the teeth to be destroyed, and then they're snatching people's wisdom teeth. Why not snatch a different tooth than the wisdom tooth? They always take the wisdom teeth because it's connected to your third eye. The society is severing our connection from Mother Earth, the mother in general, because the mother isn't even getting nourished and having the proper hormones to know how to raise a child. If you're in connection with nature as a woman, and you're getting sun on your chest, and you're creating the proper amount of hormones, you're going to be a great mother, because your body adapted that way for hundreds of millions of years. You're not going to just leave your kid at home and go get fucked by a bunch of dudes. You're going to take those dudes home, and you're going to have them fuck you while you're actually taking care of your baby and watching your baby, instead of being a piece of shit mother. And the reason I say it's the woman's choice. I mean, if men can do it, this culture wants to slut shame women, but it doesn't slut shame men. Again, that's because religion says God instead of goddess. And why do I have to bring this up? Because the state-ran institutions beat, raped, and drugged me on 20 plus different pharmaceutical drugs. That's right, I got raped by other men and women who are over 18, who are staff in state-ran and private institutions that were funded by tax dollars. Why the fuck would I want to have kids and send them to a fucking public school where they get taught how to be wage slaves for the rest of their life? Hell to the fucking no. Not happening. Anyway, I got a little off the topic, but we got a little baby Groot here. Nature. It's a real thing, nature. We just forgot where we came from. We just forgot where we came from. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a nice little cruise. I'm just going about 15, 16. This ride is phenomenal. I love this ride. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Feeling good. I got the new 40s on the Jeep. La, 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 la. Forever free. It's my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I'm alive. My life is like an open highway. I just wanna do things my way. I just wanna live while I'm alive. It's my life.